States of the economy. Fox Business is tracking the growing divide between red and blue states and their economic policies, driving businesses and people to places where money goes further and fueling the rise of the boom belt, where these 11 states have seen 70% of the U.S. population growth in the past 5 years. Louisiana is one of them. And Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry joins me now. Governor, great to see you. What are you and these other southern states doing to lure all of these people and businesses to your states?
Well, look, in Louisiana, we value capitalism, not socialism. We compete. We don't complain. We're lowering taxes. We're cutting bureaucracy. We're improving our education. We're making sure our neighborhoods are safe. And you know what? It's paying off. I mean, we've got over $100 billion of private investment that has come into this state since I took over as governor. And it's because of the work that we are doing at the legislature. And another thing, too, we're doing is we're valuing capitalism. I mean, money is going to go where money is treated the best.
Yeah, as Maria always says, money is mobile, but it's about taxes in Louisiana. I mean, you've got a flat individual income tax. That's 3%. 5.5% corporate income tax rate. Very different than what we're looking at in places like New York, New Jersey, and California.
On the ballot in May, Louisianans get to vote to basically eliminate the business inventory tax, which has been a big barrier to entry for small businesses. But again, here's the other thing that's very interesting. Of the $100 billion of investment, it's equated to over 124,000 new job opportunities. And guess what? Those job opportunities have a 40% increase in the average salary for those people who take those opportunities. So look, there's a lot of sunshine going on here in Louisiana.
Well, there's also a lot of oil production and refining going on in Louisiana. Talk to us about that, especially on the heels of now Venezuelan oil that's coming to the U.S., to the Gulf. Talk about, the refinery production and all that capacity in Louisiana. Are you seeing a big boost, and are you going to see more?
Absolutely. For a long time, Louisiana was starved of Venezuelan crude. Our refineries are really tooled to basically refine that type of crude, along with the crude that we mine here in Louisiana, Texas, Oklahoma, and in the Gulf of America. So that is a welcoming mat for our refineries, and it's going to equate to great products and I believe lower prices eventually for the American consumer, because we're bringing that crude back into Louisiana. We get to refine it. We get to put those products out in the market as well at a much lower cost. So I believe that once this Iran issue is off the table, the economy is going back up into swing, and inflation is going to continue to have a downward pressure for Americans.
Your state has also recently landed some major data center deals, including what is going to be Meta's most expansive data center yet. Mark Zuckerberg expecting it to rival the size of Manhattan, not to mention a $12 billion Amazon build-out deal. You compare that with Maine this week. State lawmakers there become the first in the nation to ban big data center developments for at least the next year and a half. So you're embracing that, Governor.
Exactly. And the reason we're able to do that is because if you look at our population versus our electrical generation, it's big. We're 25th in population, but 13th in electrical production. That means we've got that big portion of spare capacity. And the deal that we made, let me just tell you, Mark Zuckerberg and the Meta team cut the best deal for Louisiana consumers anywhere in the country. And so the build out of electrical generation that's needed for those data centers is not going to come at a cost to the consumer. And that's the important part. We got ahead of that where other states ended up behind. We also didn't place a lot of our electrical generation on unreliable renewables like wind and solar. We placed it on natural gas and things that give. And we have 2 nuclear facilities, and we have hydro. And so our complement of reliable, uninterruptible electrical generation is attractive to those businesses.
And again, that ties back to my other question about energy, and Louisiana is the center of that. Congratulations, Governor. Thank you so much for being with me.
Well, thank you.